Hey guys.
You.
We're back with another video.
Alright, so.
Bet she doesn't touch like me. Sure as hell don't fuck like me.
It's Vlogmas Day 9. And now, what's up, y'all? So we got Keezus in the house. What's up, Keezus?
Hello.
How's your channel doing?
Pretty good.
Alright, so basically. What?
I haven't posted a video in a month.
Well, you just uploaded one last night, no? Alright, make sure y'all go check that out. Link in the description box, alright, so basically I thought that it would be a good idea to do a story time, and I didn't tell him what the story time was going to be about. So basically we're going to do a story time, and basically during the story time, like, we're going to get his reaction of the specific events during the story time, and then he could like chime in whenever he wants. He could ask questions whenever he wants, and like comment or whatever he want to do. But basically, like, this is like a story time reaction type story time. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So if you have any questions or comments about anything that I'm saying or the story time, you just, just chime in, and we could go from there. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, now, so I didn't tell you what the story time was about.
I'm so nervous. I don't know why.
Okay, the story time is about the day I went into labor with you.
Oh boy.
You know what that means?
Yes.
Tell the people what it means.
It means when I decided, I don't know how to say it.
Like when you decided that you were ready to come into this world.
Yes.
And I was like going through it, about to basically give birth to you, right? Alright, so, alright, let's see. Where do I start? So, I'm going to start with, alright. So, I was already like 10 months pregnant. You going to look at them or look at me?
I don't know.
So, I was already like 10 months pregnant. And I had my due date. I was just waiting for my due date, and I kept on experiencing like this pain to the point where, mind you, this is my, like, you're my first child, like my only child, so this is my only pregnancy. So basically, I had went to the hospital like twice already because I thought that he was coming, and they sent me home. So basically, like, they hooked up the machine to my stomach, and basically checked his heartbeat and heart rate and everything, and then was like, oh, you're fine, like, you're only 1 centimeter dilated, or you're not even dilated yet, whatever the case is. So basically when you dilate, it means that like you start off really small and then you get bigger so the baby could pass through to come out.
What?
So basically when you dilate, it means that
wait, am I getting bigger?
No, the female gets bigger, like the passageway for the baby to come through has to open up so the baby could fit, right?
Okay.
So basically that's what it means. Like when you dilate, the passageway gets bigger. You get it? Like it opens more. You get it? Alright, so basically, like, they sent me home twice already, and I was just like, oh, I'm over this. Like, I'm not about to go to the hospital again and get sent home a third time. So like, I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait till like it's really, really serious, till my water breaks something, till I know like, alright, it's time, whatever, right? So now this time, like, the pain was like really crazy, and then I was just really trying to like do that whole timing thing. You don't really know much about this, but basically, like, you have to time yourself based on the pain. So if I feel pain at 5:45, when's the next time I'm gonna feel pain again? So if I feel pain at 5:50, then that's 5 minutes in between, You good at math, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So basically, that's where we was. So I was just like, you know what, like, yeah, my water didn't break yet, so I just think it's time. Like, let's just go in. This is like the third time we going in. Like, let's just go in. So basically, it was like a snowstorm.
Oh yeah, because it was January.
Yeah, January, and it was a snowstorm in New York, and like me and your dad was driving to the hospital, and basically like the snow was so bad, like we literally couldn't see. Like we had the windshield wipers on, going that fast or whatever, and we literally like could not see. I wasn't really paying attention because I was in so much pain, but he basically had to stop, get out the car, and try to fix the windshield because I think the weather messed up one of the windshield wipers or something like that. I have no idea, but all I know, he got out, he was talking to somebody, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I was just bugging out, like let's go, you know, like just trying to rush to the hospital or whatever. So the storm was really bad. He had to keep getting out the car, wiping the window, the front window. What are you looking at?
You.
Why do you keep looking at me? Watching my chin or some shit?
How many times did he do that?
Like a few times. I don't really remember, but like it was quite a few times. So basically, we had to drive downtown Brooklyn because that's where he was born, whatever. So that's where I was born to, same hospital. Bitch all day. But anyway, so yeah, he had to get out, kept getting out the car like a few times and like wiping the window and then get back in and then driving some more, coming out, wiping the window. I don't know what was going on, but it was just so bad. Like the snowstorm was really bad. Then we had to find parking in downtown Brooklyn. If you know, you know. Then parking is crazy down there. Then basically we finally get to the hospital and we like literally had to walk from the parking spot. Like we parked somewhere where we wasn't supposed to park. I think it was like a meter parking or something, or like the next day there was a sweep and we literally like wrote a note and like put it on the car and it was like I remember I put like, I'm in labor, please have sympathy or something like that. And
what's sympathy mean?
It means to like when you feel bad for someone.
Oh,
I feel bad. Like, oh, she's having a baby. Let's not give her a ticket, you know? That's how I figured it would go, whatever. But
did you get a ticket?
I didn't actually.
Oh, what a surprise.
But he had actually like went and moved the car, or like he left and then came back, so yeah. But so we left a note on the car, whatever, went into the hospital, and then
like inside the car or outside? Because it would have got blown away.
It was inside, but it was like in the window, so you could see it.
Oh,
like how
we put sticking to the window?
No, not sticking, but like kind of on the dashboard. Like you know how you pay the meter and they give you a little ticket.
And then you put it like in the corner of the thingy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. So yeah, so basically we go inside. So we in the emergency room now. They hooked me up, checking his heart rate and everything. I think they was about to send me home, but the nurse had left the room, and something happened. Like something literally fell on my head. Like, okay, you know how like they have like tiles like made up of the roof in some offices and hospitals. So like this just randomly happened. It was so weird. Like basically like a piece of the tile like literally fell on me like while I was laying down, and like they had the belt across my belly or whatever. Like so a piece of the tile fell on me and I went like this and I looked up and I was like, what the hell? And I saw like it was like a hole in the towel, and I was just like, yeah. And we kind of like looked at each other, and then he was like, oh, I got an idea. He literally took the piece of the towel, crunched it up, and like put it in my hair.
What?
Yeah. All right. We gonna say. All right. So he did this because, like, basically we was gonna say like we basically said like, oh, I have like a really bad headache, something fell on my head. Like we were just being dramatic about the situation. Like it did fall on me, but it wasn't like something crazy like big that fell on me. It was just like literally a small piece, but I think it was like some on the floor too, like bigger pieces. So it made it seem like this towel fell on my head and then like literally like, you know, like crushed on me, crumbles and all of this. Like it was mad weird. So basically when a nurse came back in, like I let him drag it, and he was just telling the nurse like, look, this fell on her head, what's going on here? Like, no, we need some help. We need to get somebody in here because now she's talking about she got a headache. So basically like he made the lady feel bad to the point where they was like, yeah, we're not gonna send you home, we're just gonna induce your labor. So basically when you induce the labor, it's like they force you to have the baby, like you're ready to have the baby, like they speed up the process, you know.
They forced me to come out.
They didn't force you to come out, but
rude.
You just had a little help because you were taking too long.
Well, sorry, jeez.
So basically, from that, they induced us, and then we got put in a room, and then my cousin Nina was on her way. She actually came too, so it was just my cousin Nina and your dad, in the room, and like, you know, it was just a great process. It was a quick process. I think I was in labor for maybe like 6 hours, and then I had you that morning, the next morning. It's literally, we went to the hospital late, and then I had you that morning. Literally, like, I pushed like 3 times. I did get an epidural. An epidural is when, oh, you know, because you're going to be an anesthesiologist. So basically, you put the anesthesiologist give the patients the needle to take the pain away from them, so they don't feel any pain at all.
Oh.
So they help the patients when it comes to pain, so they don't feel any pain. So I had that. So when you were born, when I was, you know, about to give birth, I had a epidural, and basically I didn't feel any pain at all. It was just like like, it was a good process, like, it was cool. But then when it was time to push, I kind of couldn't like feel anything. I couldn't feel my legs really, so that was the only sucky part.
Were you sleeping?
I was in and out of sleep, but mostly I was awoke most of the time during the process. And then I was dilated enough, and they were like, okay, you ready to go? And your dad was talking about he was gonna pass out. Yeah, right.
So dramatic.
Right. And then he was like, oh, I think I need a doctor for me too. Like, yeah, he was being very dramatic.
The drama.
Yeah. And then he didn't want to like look to see you like coming out. He didn't want to yeah.
It was gross?
I don't think it was gross. It's natural, but I think he thought it was gross because he didn't want to look like to see what was going on down there. So, yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You made your way into the world, and life hasn't been the same since.
Did I have blood on me when I came out?
Sure. Hands down. Any questions?
No.
None at all?
Not really.
You weighed 7 pounds, 11 ounces. You were born at like 11:42 a.m.
How do you remember that?
You're my only child. There's not much to remember.
You remember that for 8 years?
Yep. And your birthday is January 12th, 2011. You were born on a...
Hold
You told
on.
me the other day.
I think it was a Wednesday.
There you go. A Wednesday morning.
Wait, but it didn't hit midnight yet, though. Wait, was it AM or PM?
PM. Or AM. That was it.
You came out in a wheelchair?
When I was leaving the hospital with you, I was in a wheelchair. I have a picture actually. I think I showed you. You saw it.
I don't remember.
I'll show it to you again. I gotta find the hard drive with it. But we have pictures of you leaving the hospital and stuff. It was good. It was a cool first experience. It wasn't traumatic at all.
Anyone else was there? Sorry.
No, in the delivery room when you were born, just us 3. And the doctors and nurses. And then other people came like the next day, and Pumpkin came, and then my sisters came, and...
Wait, Pumpkin came?
Yeah, your auntie Cher came to see me.
Oh, what? They all came at once, or they came at different times?
Different times, because I was literally in the hospital for like 2 or 3 days with you. So they keep people that just have babies, they keep in the hospital for like 2 or 3 days just to monitor them, to make sure that everything is okay before they could go home. So, yeah.
Excuse me.
That's our story time, guys. Thank you for tuning in. You got anything to say?
Oh boy.
Alright, bye y'all. Catch y'all in the next Vlogmas.
Later.